Hello, my Texans friends. I wanted to share a piece of information with you that I hope is going to be helpful to you, but that you can also share with people that you care for. I constantly, for years, have come across people who have either diabetes or they're in dialysis, they have some sort of renal illness, related illnesses, and I wanted to know more. Why so many people? And I found out that unfortunately here in Texas, we're actually the number one in the nation with cases like this. But why? So stick with me, and I want to show you a few pieces of information that might help you reverse the situation and also help other people. Hopefully, it's something that you can still do and reverse that situation if that's your case. So I want you to take a look at this: 50 years plus, 50-year-olds plus. These are the statistics. Now, I want you to look at the numbers because some of these cases, you have people that have multiple chronic illnesses, chronic to critical illnesses. For instance, high blood pressure, 5.5 million people, again, 50 plus here in Texas. High cholesterol is 4.8, obesity, 4.1 million. Arthritis 3.6, depression 2.9, diabetes 2.2 million, cancer 1.7, heart disease 1.3, COPD 935, close to a million. But why? Why so many people? So let's do this together. Imagine that we have this human race that we start from mile zero when we're born till mile 73, 74 for men, and about 78 for women. They live about 5.5 years more than men. But why that happens? And also, every time we gain, we acquire some sort of illness, either through obesity or other circumstances, we are reducing those number of years. It's almost like we're dropping out the race. And some illnesses will take out like 5 years of our lives. Some other ones will take about 10 years of our lives. And sometimes you combine a few of them and then you're losing about a decade or two of your life. So stick with me with that mentality and you're going to be able to understand this a little more. As an example, we can do this with all illnesses, but we're just going to focus on this now because these are my most common scenarios. So, somebody with diabetes, we can lose 9 years of our lives if we have diabetes. Let's say we get diabetes around 50 years old. Somebody with hypertension, about 4.4 years. And these are all studies from the university here in San Antonio. Also, diabetes and hypertension together, we can lose about 13 years when combined. So imagine if for men, we have a life expectancy about 73, 74. That means that we're passing in our early 60s or mid to late 60s for women. So this is something for us to put attention to. It's not just an illness, it is actually reducing years of our lives. I want you to imagine this amount of people kind of walking down a highway, 78,184 people. As of right now, they're being treated with some sort of renal care, dialysis, because they have a kidney failure, but 78,184 people, that's a lot. And the truth is, a lot of this could be prevented. You can prevent it yourself. The main causes of all these issues is because we don't move. We're maybe because of our jobs that we're sitting there all day and we're not moving that much. We get out, it's tired. The weather, we don't like the weather, too hot, too cold, too rainy, whatever the case might be, but we're not moving enough. And that's causing the main problem. The second, we don't consume enough salt. I would never thought of that. We don't consume enough salt. And a lot of smoking and drinking going on as well. But even the eating, if you're kind of not eating healthy and or overeating a little bit, but if you exercise, you can burn the calories. The problem in this state is that we're not moving enough. Only 20% of the residents of Texas are healthy. The other 80% have at least one type of critical or chronic illness. Imagine that. But those are the main issues of how to solve it. We need to start moving more, eating a little bit more healthy, and obviously always ask your doctor. You have a special situation to see what is best for you, so you don't just depend on pills. Try to do something organic that can help you reverse your situation or prevent it if you're getting close to some sort of chronic illness as well. This was very heartbreaking for me when I experienced this situation. I was called to assist somebody who was at a dialysis facility getting some blood work. And when I arrived, I noticed the front door was kind of blocked with those construction tapes. They were doing some work on the front part, so they had a little sign to go around the back. But I knew they were there because there was a lot of cars in the parking lot for that facility. And so I went and knocked at the door, and I was waiting for probably 2, 3 minutes. They opened the door, and I told them that I needed to go to the office and help somebody with some crisis prevention paperwork. So they told me to go to the front, and I had to walk through these rows, literally left and right, through the aisle of people getting blood work and people on all ages, as you can imagine. And that's what got me thinking, why? Why so many people? And why so many facilities providing these services? I'm sure they're making money off of people being sick, they're a business, but why so many people? I just don't want you to be in that situation. Whoever is listening to this tape, I don't want you to go through this. It's preventable. And it kind of made me also get out there and run. And I was procrastinating a little bit because I'm busy all the time. But we have to make time, or otherwise, our time will be reduced, as I explained a moment ago. Even if you can only do half a block walking slowly, whatever you can, but make it a habit. Even start with 100 steps if you are in that situation. And if you're doing very little, um, just try to do more. You can get one of those apps that counts your steps. I mean, that's encouraging, right? So you make sure you do whatever, 500, 1,000, 10,000, but do as many as you can, especially if you're in the ages of 50 and 70. You're still at a very good age. You can still live for another 20 years. Even if you're 70, you can live in another 20 years if you take care of yourself. If you're in your 50s, imagine you can still go on for another 40 at least, right? But please take care of yourself. I mean, you only have those options. Just, being at a blood work facility, or being out there enjoying your kids, your grandkids, enjoying your spouse, enjoying life. So please make the right decision, and do take care of yourself. And lastly, I want you to enjoy this. I do free educational sessions weekly, some for veterans and some related benefits they have. I also do it for civilians, and obviously we all need some sort of assistance when it comes to crisis prevention. And what I do, I just provide information. I do not sell anything on my sessions. I do provide people with insurance if they need them, but my purpose of creating these videos and all these free sessions is just to educate you. I just don't want you to be taken advantage of by no one, by insurance company, funeral homes, and so on. I want you to be protected. And along with my partners, I have some attorneys that also assist with some basic free legal documents if you need them, like power of attorney, health directives, and so on. So to join the sessions, just scan that code that says to join an educational session, and to get that free kit that we provide to people, like medical emergency cards and a bunch of other goodies. Go ahead and scan that other one that says to get a free crisis prevention kit. And I'll be happy to assist you, and keep watching my videos. I always bring content that it's beneficial to you. Many blessings to you all.